We made it, finally, after a acid trip through the Las Vegas forest and a prophetic environmental vision, we made it to probably the most popular of Neil Breen's movies, or at least the one that's put him on the map. If you're new here, we've been trying to go through every single one of Neil Breen's movies in order before we get to his newest release, to kind of catch up on the Neil lore. So far, we went over his 2005 film Double Down and 2009's I Am Here. Now, if you haven't seen those, give him a watch, come back after. Because today we are looking into his third and probably best known film. And of course, I am talking about Neil's 2013 fantasy drama, Fateful Findings. Fun fact, this is the first Neil Breen movie that I watched. And after watching it again with Josiah, of course, link in the description, I realized it was way worse than I ever remembered it. So let's get into it. So the movie opens with a long push into a storage hallway. What is that?
It's a fateful finding.
That ends on a very large, magical-looking book. Then we cut to, you'll never guess this one, sweeping shots through the mountains as the credits appear.
This is what I'm here for right here.
Neil Breen.
Well, that too.
Hey, be thankful at least that it's not the desert, all right? At least we got some greenery in this one. We get introduced to two kids frolicking in the forest, Dylan and Leah, who stumble across a mushroom. Great way to start any story.
Look, Leah, a mushroom.
Eat those.
Look. Mushroom. I don't know why they really decide to linger on this mushroom, but lucky for them, turns out that the mushroom transforms into a little jewelry box or treasure of some sort. They don't acknowledge the fact that this mushroom just turned into something else, except for just saying, it's a magical day. Twice.
It's a magical day.
Wow.
Sure he said that. Anyway, Dylan opens up the box and he takes out this little magic rock. And that's 3 for 3 on the magic rocks. If you think about it, he had one in the first movie, one in the second, and now already magic rock number 3. I mean, I know that technically the rock from Double Down wasn't necessarily magical because it didn't heal a little girl of brain cancer, but it was presented to be magical. I digress. So they hide the treasure.
Hey, I would find that in a minute, so
Yeah.
maybe 30 seconds.
Dude, we've trained, bro.
Yeah.
Over 20 Easters worth of Easter egg hunting.
That's right.
It turns back into a mushroom, and they leave. Speaking of leaving, Leia and her family are leaving.
We're gonna be late. We're gonna miss the plane.
Don't worry, the plane's not gonna leave without us.
It will, actually. They do that sometimes.
Damn, they're leaving Dylan at home, bro.
Poor Dylan, though. I mean, he lost his closest friend. I wonder what happened to him. Ugh. Looks like Dylan's all grown up now. And it looks like he's working at that solar energy plant from the last movie. But, Neil's reuse of location and props is a whole other issue, so let's keep going. He gets a call from his wife.
Hi.
Or, I think he called her. I couldn't tell because he forgot to put in any sound effects.
Hi.
He also forgot to record his own lines.
Are you on your way home? Okay.
He didn't answer her.
I guess he must have had just a really forgetful day on set because he even forgot to tell the actress to wear a bra.
Hi.
Now that I think about it, he forgot to tell all of the actresses in this movie to wear bras. Again. Anyway, Dylan's prepping to cross the street in a crosswalk that isn't there with a group of people who aren't there after the light, which isn't there, tells him to walk. And he seems to have a bad case of the butterfingers because even though he's holding his phone up to his ear against his head, he drops it in the middle of the not crosswalk. Anyway, he bends over to pick it up and he gets hit by a Rolls Royce, dude. That payout is about to be fat. And the people who weren't there, but were there, are there now. And let me tell you, they're really helpful.
It's the Rolls Royce that hit him. I saw it.
There's blood still on the car, dude. It's right there. Anyway, the passenger of the Rolls Royce gets out and walks up to Neil.
Oh,
No bra. And since they're teasing her as some sort of important character, you know that we are never gonna see her again. I'm not kidding. Cut to the hospital where we are introduced to the doctor, played by Neil's friend that he made at the Obvious Hair Implant Support Group.
He's in critical condition.
And Jim, Dylan's friend, I'm assuming. Then the second doctor comes in.
Oh, this doctor's about to make me wake up.
And just kind of wants to see how he's doing, Why check his pulse? He's hooked up to a machine.
That's,
You can hear it.
It's also very true.
He is very weak.
And as you probably guessed, yes, she is important. Anyway, turns out that during the accident, even though Neil dropped his phone, he did not drop the rock. And you know what that means? He's healed now. Anyway, he gets up, walks away, shows off his little booty cheeks. Oh! And then this. Who's this?
CeeLo Green.
So Neil makes it home, and his wife wakes up when she hears the shower running. And instead of sending him back to the hospital when she finds him all bloody in the shower, dude, that's chunky. You should still be in the hospital.
Literally, you should have stayed, man.
You're supposed to be in a hospital.
Oh, she's hopping in.
I let myself out.
With the mask on, that's crazy.
Ew. Oh. And I guess, I don't know, he's fine. And he's an author also, by the way. That's why he's got the 4 laptop setup. That's just how authors roll. And apparently he's got some beef with like his distributor or something.
I'm not signing it. That's it. Leave me alone.
Acting.
I don't know, he's supposed to be writing a book, but he won't sign the contract. He also won't sign the books. Oh. Also, he's got a master's degree in computer science.
I have a damn master's degree in computer science.
You know, I mean, it's not a Neil Breen film unless the main character brags about how cool and smart he is. Hop over to Jim's house, where he is drunk.
Can I offer you a drink?
And his braless wife just isn't having it.
Oh, homie probably got a...
No thanks.
And apparently, she's also not having him, if you know what I mean.
We don't have sex anymore. Do you realize that?
I'm very busy.
No,
My back is killing me.
She's busy, she's on the couch.
Bet your back is killing you.
Be quiet, she'll hear you.
Who's this?
Oh, you mean your stepdaughter?
Right, his wife's stepdaughter. Wouldn't that be his daughter? I don't know why he said it like that. I also don't like the fact that she's in the movie. She seems too young to be anywhere near Neil, but that's, oh man. We then learn that Dylan's wife is addicted to painkillers. Dylan's painkillers specifically.
Oh, nice.
Where are my
Same, bro.
pills? Where are my pills? Thank you.
Oh, good catch.
I don't need these. I'm not gonna take these anymore.
Why'd you ask for them?
You dick.
Thanks. What was that scene? What did that scene have to do with anything? Is that him?
It's a woman, I think. No, it's him.
That's him. He would be a very good femboy with a build like that.
All right, I'm not gonna comment on that one.
I don't know. I don't know what that was about.
I feel like something's inside me.
So Neil visits a psychotherapist, and basically this old man just wants to give him more pills. That's it.
I offered you medication that would help you.
I'm feeling less stable.
Okay. And that's the end of that scene, I guess. Back to working on his book. Don't do it.
Bro, not on the laptop.
Oh my god.
Just put it down. There we go. I don't think anyone in the history of ever has ever asked for a Neil Breen whimper audio. But just in case I'm wrong, and there are some of you sick f***s out there, here you go. Don't do it.
I don't like that. Did you see? All right, man.
You didn't need the coffee that bad. I am so sorry. We cut to Jim's garage where he's working on this sick Ferrari when his bitch wife comes in and, you guessed it, acts like a bitch.
You would rather be drunk in here than with me?
Cause you're not sleeping with
I think
him.
he tried to be with you, my friend.
Right now. Gives me more pleasure than you did the past few months.
Dang.
He's fucking the car. Dinner time. Basically a time for everyone to just get together and show off their acting skills.
I'd love to try your wine.
That was said weird.
I'm hungry. I can't wait for dinner.
Oh, she said that a little.
I don't think there's any point to this scene really. And then, boom, right back to writing his book.
I'm going to continue hacking into these government systems to see what I can find out.
Wait. How did we get from
About
writing
all
a
this
book?
national and international corruption I know is going on.
What? So I guess there was no book. The book was a cover for hacking into the government.
This is definitely what's his name from.
Oh!
Can we talk now, please?
Can we talk, please? They don't. They don't talk. And while they're not talking, Dylan and his wife are talking. Well, they're fighting about his wife's addiction to painkillers.
Your pill taking for pain relief has gotten out of control.
That's not her fault. She's addicted. Help her out.
And then boom, just like that, they're not fighting anymore.
I don't like the people I work with.
I've got to get this work done.
Back to fighting.
Don't turn away. Let's talk.
I do not like how he's sitting.
He's getting comfy. You
don't
can't hate on a man for getting comfy.
Hey,
And hey, what's the best way to end a fight about painkiller addiction?
nice. I was literally about to say that. Move the laptops. Yeah. But you don't gotta do all this.
Yeah,
bro.
nah, just kind of scoot it out of the way.
Yeah, now you're just cleaning your desk off. Oh.
Whoa. Oh. Oh. I feel like this wasn't earned, you know?
It was more like, hey, I'm really addicted to drugs, and you can't help me. And he's like,
Oh, yeah?
Moving on to Neil's psychotherapist appointment with this old lady who seems to know a little about the magic system in this world.
You were given a power. It's in the wind.
He's an airbender.
Which is weird that this world has a magic system at all. I don't know, but something's going on. I mean, even Mr. Legman shows up again, phases through a wall, then, well, nothing, actually. Quick cut back to Neil's trash room, but this time, it's a book, and not naked Neil. Thank God. So Neil's character and his wife decide to have a pool party, and the blonde doctor from earlier shows up with her fiance. And would you look at that? It's Leah. It's the girl from the beginning who wrote "It's a Magical Day" on the notepad and said it twice.
Here's to new and old friends and finding each other.
Fateful find. Is this the fateful finding?
And you know what that means? Neil's gonna get all excited and act like a creep. But while that's happening, Jim gets drunk and hits on Neil's wife.
Get away from me, Jim.
Wow. And you gotta remember this, because it's important. And then Neil continues to hit on the doctor.
Very nice.
In front of the whole group. Anyway, the pool party ends and everybody leaves except for the stepdaughter. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
He's gonna get the...
Dude, look, he's a... Oh.
Oh! That's 3 for 3, baby. In every single one of his movies, he has a topless woman in a swimming pool. How is he not behind bars yet? I don't get it. If you thought it couldn't get worse, she tries to seduce him into taking a bath with her.
Oh. She's gonna be... Oh, God.
And remember, he wrote this in the script. Anyway, he denies her, making sure that you know that he's a very upstanding moral guy, even though he wrote it into the script to begin with. And then he blames his wife for the entire situation happening.
You should know, you're the one who invited her over here.
Oh,
So it's her fault.
You gotta commend him. That gaslighting is impressive. Anyway, while that's going on, Jim and his wife are arguing over, like, oh, why was the daughter over there to begin with? And the stupid bitch kills Jim. So Neil shows up and she says that Jim kills himself, and that's when we get the legendary moment, the moment that made Neil famous, I might say.
I can't believe you committed suicide. I cannot believe you committed suicide.
Every time I watch a Neil Breen movie, I keep thinking his acting can't get much worse, but he never ceases to amaze me. So somehow, Neil's wife blames herself for Jim killing himself. She actually believes that her pushing him at the barbecue is what pushed him over the edge.
You're better off without me.
He's thinking he's...
No.
He really had to think about it. Yeah. The delivery on that's just so funny to me. I'm just a failure. You know, everybody I interact with, they don't like me. I'm just dragging you down. You'd be better off without me. No, I mean, I just love how Neil talks and sounds in this movie in general.
Hello.
Hello. Anyway, Neil can't stop thinking about the doctor.
Dude, I love how in every movie... Oh! Don't look.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm pretty sure that room covered in trash bags is supposed to be like his mind. I think that's like his mental image or what he's imagining. So for some reason, he's imagining being naked and oiled up, cuddling Leah, and for some reason, we have to see it. And later, Neil and Leah actually bump into each other on a morning stroll. And guess who just dumped her fiance? That's right, Leah's single now. Oh, wait. Neil's character is married, though. Okay. So how's Neil gonna get the wife out of the picture so he can get Leah? Oh, overdose. There we go. Now Neil can get it on with the doctor, and boom, he's guilt-free, baby. Oh, and trust me, he's gonna get it on. In the forest, in his mind, and now that the wife is dead, the doctor lives with him. He just traded wives. And now that she's living with him, you know, he tells her his little secret about hacking into the government, which puts her in danger. Literally, in the next scene, she gets kidnapped. So now, he's gotta save her. So she's being held in like a trailer. Neil shows up, he doesn't have the key, so he knocks out the guard and phases through the door, grabs her, and then the two of them phase back out. Whoa, that was well done. Anyway, they make it home safe and sound. Then Mr. Legman walks in, grabs some things, shakes some things over and over again. These shots get reused a lot. And I guess it spooked Neil because he sneaks out of bed and gets the hell away from the house. Where is he going, you might ask? The desert. To meet with the Illuminati, of course. Or the shadow government.
Should I be afraid?
Probably.
Yeah, man, I think so.
He goes back home, more shadow people shenanigans.
We saw this whole sequence already.
Except this time, Mr. Legman bleeds all over the kitchen floor for some reason.
Oh, he's on his period.
But you know, turns out they're friends.
Where'd they come from?
A friend of ours left them for us last night.
And after all that nonsense, hogwash, and malarkey, we finally make it to the end of the movie where Neil sets up a green screen press conference and uses this platform to expose the government and inform the people of all the wrongdoings that the government and the corporations have been up to. So what did the elites do? Kill him? Silence him? No. They actually confess.
Payoffs and greed were always the priority.
I am resigning today as your senator.
I resign today as president of the bank.
The bank.
The bank.
And then kill themselves. And they all killed themselves differently than the last person too. So, you know, even in death, they're trying to be quirky. They're trying to do their own thing. One failed match cut later, and the movie is over.
Spectra Video did the recording. Look, he actually had like a couple LLCs like doing his stuff.
Wait, dude, any of the above listed companies with an N or a B in their name are fictitious?
Wait.
This work is actually done personally by Neil. Is that fraud?
Okay, NJN, that's fake.
That's him. NJN sound is him.
Casting N Entertainment.
That's him.
NNN.
Wow.
Eats N Eats.
That's him.
So it's all of them.
Maybe it's just me, but so far, this is probably the worst movie. I didn't even know what this movie was about until the end when all the politicians kill themselves. What did relationship drama have to do with anything? Why was there magic in this movie at all? And what does Neil getting hit by a car have to do with the shadow Illuminati people in the desert? And why am I still watching these movies?